Once you've completed the first awareness drill from up on the service line, you can absolutely come halfway back into the middle of no man's land, continue to repeat from there. Again, very slow, relaxed, your regular grip, your regular stance, everything else the way that it normally is, but at a very slow, relaxed pace, or even starting off abbreviated if you're comfortable with that. And then it's time to come back to the baseline. And I would recommend, again, if you're comfortable with it, start off with abbreviated and kind of make your way into a full motion. But especially from back here at the baseline, please don't feel like you have to. That's honestly just kind of a suggestion. Whenever possible, I like to take out as many outside elements as possible and just kind of isolate, the thing that we're working on. And so I like the abbreviated motion, but you don't have to do it, especially when you're all the way back here on the baseline. So when I demonstrate here, I'm going to go ahead and go through the full motion, and I'll start off aiming for the T again. And please do me a favor and do yourself a favor and just kind of watch the speed and the tempo at which I go through these serves. I'll just go ahead and hit 2 or 3. Oh, didn't hit my target there. Okay, let's hit a couple more. So at this speed, I'm able to be very conscious and very aware of what my body mechanics are. I'm able to fine tune and make small adjustments with my racket. If you find, by my standards, that was relatively erratic. I hit probably 3 different thirds that I had marked out. I was not terribly zoned in on my target. If you find that happening and you're just kind of getting random results and you're not really zeroing in on the third that you're aiming for very closely, then it's very likely that you just have a lot of tension and tightness in your body, and you're not allowing the racket to smoothly move through its motion. Once you really get calm and relaxed and you're able to go through your motion loosely, which, as I mentioned in previous videos, could very well take some time, and please be patient with that and stick with it. But once you have the ability to do that, and you start to really feel and be aware and conscious of the angle of your hand and therefore the angle of your strings, you'll find that you'll be able to make very fine-tuned adjustments. For example, maybe if I hit the body third, well, that was out wide. Let's say I hit the body third on one serve. You'll start to develop, as you do this purposefully, you'll start to develop the awareness of, okay, that felt like this up at contact. So now I'm not going to change my grip. I'm not going to change my stance or where I'm standing. I'm just simply going to turn my hand a little bit to the left on this next one, if I'm aiming for the T. And if I miss it by a little bit, okay, now on the next one, I'm going to make another small adjustment, and just keep making fine-tuned adjustments once you get relaxed and loose and you get comfortable with that. And really, the reality is, if you put your racket up and aim the strings towards the T third, and then you aim your strings towards out wide, I mean, we're talking about maybe a 10-degree difference between out wide and T. I mean, I'm not incredible at geometry, but it's way smaller than 90-degree turn, definitely smaller than 45-degree. I'm guessing 10, maybe 15-degree difference between T and out wide, the 2 furthest apart targets that we could have. So this is really all about relaxing, calming down, getting smooth and loose and aware, and then starting to be able to make those fine-tuned adjustments with your hand position, aka the strings, up at the top of your motion. So be methodical about this. Be really, more than anything, please be patient. Give yourself some time to get a feel for this. Don't rush through it, because again, it's all about awareness and building your ability to know and feel what's happening with the angle of your strings up there as you make contact.